Hello YouTube family, Greg D here, back with another video. Today we're going to be making a Volkswagen GTI video. It's been a while since I've actually made one of these, but I figured since I'm coming up on 1 full year of having this car that I would talk about my likes, my dislikes after having this car for 1 full year. I'm probably a little less than, let's say, 2 weeks out from a full year. I've put roughly 12,500 miles on this. Yes, I drive a lot. Overall, I still fucking love this car. I will admit that as of late, I have been getting the mod bug pretty bad, and apparently the wife is going to be getting me something for our anniversary, which is coming up, and I'm going to be getting something for the car. So I probably will go ahead and do some sort of tune. I'm kind of debating on whether I should go stage 1 or just get a downpipe as well and go stage 2. I'm kind of a person who doesn't like my car to be so obnoxiously loud. A little bit extra sound, a little bit extra power would be super nice, but I don't want to be like someone who's going to be waking up the whole damn neighborhood. Now, as far as the car itself, I still love this thing. Sometimes I do miss having my Volkswagen Passat. If you guys have been following me for some time, you'll know that before this car I had a 2014 Volkswagen Passat. Obviously not nearly as fun to drive, but for how much that I drive, I miss having the fuel economy. I could easily get 400 miles to a tank of gas in the Passat. With the GTI, I've probably been averaging on the low end about maybe 260 to 270 miles to tank of gas. On the high end, probably like 320, 330. I probably drive a good mixture, even of city and highway mileage. I probably average about, I would say, 28 to 29 mpg, so no complaints there. This car is an absolute blast to drive. Before I bought this car, I was looking at the WRX as well. The reason why I went with the GTI is because I've had Volkswagens before. I mean, yes, maybe I was a little biased, but I just love the way that this looked. It looked good without being like, hey, here I am, in your face. It's very understated, and I've always liked that about the GTI. Plus, I'm in my car a lot, as I've mentioned several times, but the fit and finish inside the Volkswagen as compared to the WRX to me just seemed a lot more my style, a lot more upscale, and just, it's a nicer place to be, in my opinion. Some people may not, necessarily care about that kind of thing, but for me, it was a big selling factor to it. I mean, you can't go wrong with plaid seats. Who doesn't like the plaid seats? As far as the actual, drivability of this car, it's been awesome. I do have a 3-year-old son who has plenty of room in the back seat itself to actually fit. So I haven't had any issues there as far as getting him in and out of the car. Obviously, the GTI only comes as a 4-door now, so yeah, no problems getting him in and out of the car. No really issues as far as fitting things into the car as far as practicality. Honestly, I don't have any dislikes with this car at all. The one thing that I've mentioned in previous videos is I don't ergonomically like the placement of the USB port, like how it's like real far down into where the little cubby is down here below the center console or below the center screen here. I wish they would make it like, for example, my wife's Audi has the USB port closer to where like the e-brake handle is, like closer to where the armrest is here. And if they put it there, I feel like it'd be a lot better, or at least a lot more usable in that sense. But that's really like my biggest complaint of the car. Looking back, I should mention this too, I do have a Volkswagen Golf, or GTI S, so I have the base model. The base model I paid 28, almost 29, it was like 28.6 for it. Looking back, I wish maybe that I would have gotten an SE. The Autobahn probably wasn't worth it because for the price of an Autobahn, which you're talking 35, 36, 37, you can basically get a Golf R for just a little bit more. I do say that I would like to have a Golf R after having, this is my second GTI now. I would probably go for a Golf R after this. But talking about just the GTI as a whole, I wish that maybe I would have gone for an SE. And the big part of that would be sometimes I miss having a sunroof. I did have a sunroof in my Mark 6, and I would like to have the projector beam LED full headlights. With the S, you only get halogen. You do get LED fog lights, but as far as your high beams, low beams, they're halogen. And the LED ones on the SE, I think they look a lot better. So I kind of wish I would have gone a little bit more expensive and gotten the SE, but we're just kind of nitpicking here. Overall, this car is fantastic. So really what it comes down to is, wish this thing had maybe a bigger gas tank so that I could get a little bit better mileage. I mean, it is a great blend of performance and economy. I can't complain there at all. I just wish the range was maybe a little bigger, had some bigger gas tank. Ergonomically speaking, like I said before, change the spot where the USB cord is, and I wish I had the LED headlights. And other than that, I fucking love this car. I'm probably going to be keeping this car for as long as I possibly can. One of my favorite things about this car is the dynamic chassis control, where you can switch it from like sport, custom, normal, eco, that kind of thing. Although personally, I haven't really noticed the difference between eco and normal. Normal to sport, yes, absolutely. Eco to normal, not so much. One of my favorite things about this car as well is the DSG. I love the fucking transmission. It's a lot smoother than my Mark 6. I always had an issue with my Mark 6 regarding the jerkiness, especially out of like first gear when you're like rolling from a stop. That was always a huge pet peeve of mine as far as the Mark 6 is concerned. Not to say that the Mark 7.5 here isn't jerky, but it's a lot better. I know one thing that my wife absolutely hates about my car is the auto start-stop feature, which I know a lot of people in general hate that. I don't mind it, especially if it helps the gas mileage a little bit. I really don't care. The only time that it really sucks is like on hot days when the car shuts off, basically, and you're getting hot air blown in your face. Another one of my favorite things about this car is the steering wheel. It has to be one of the best steering wheels in the game. It feels fantastic in your hands. No complaints there. I love the performance of this thing. And now, like I've said, after having this car for a year and a half, I really have the mod bug. Even something as simple as like tinting the windows or getting some HIDs or some LEDs as far as the headlights are concerned will be fantastic. Another thing that I'm kind of surprised at too is the stock tires. I know in a lot of cars, stock tires aren't exactly the greatest thing, but I haven't had any issues as far as snow is concerned with these tires. I do live in Pittsburgh, PA, so we do tend to get a lot of snow. I haven't had any issues with snow or anything like that so far. This car is just amazing. What can I say? So, I mean, if you're someone who's looking for something that's practical, economical, you can drive it every day and have a lot of fun with it without breaking the bank, the GTI might be something that you want to look at. Especially if you are a family man as well. Like I said, no problem fitting my young child in the back seat at all. No problems with trunk space at all. You can take off the little privacy screen to give yourself a little bit more room. You can fold the seats down, 60-40 split there. No qualms whatsoever about anything in this car, just my little nitpicky things, but that's just me really trying to find something that's wrong with the car, but there's really nothing wrong with this car at all. The GTI is still an awesome value. Highly recommend it, and this for sure probably won't be the last Golf that I ever own. But yeah, that's all I got for you. So hopefully this helped some of you guys out. If you're on the fence about buying a GTI, highly recommend it. So that's all I got, like I said. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more. Hopefully once we get some mods done here fairly soon, we can make some more videos and kind of go over some things. But until next time, guys, see you soon.